But let's meet chapter 9's people. These are super angels, the most powerful creatures in the universe, and the only aliens out there in space. If you read the Bible says everything in the universe, everything is going to be dissolved in 2 Peter chapter 3. And it becomes brand new in Revelation 21. Everything. There is nothing in the universe that God didn't create. Everything that is involved with redemption before the destruction of everything is described in the Bible. You know why I'm saying this? There aren't extraterrestrial civilizations out there that live, out in a faraway galaxy long ago, like George Lucas tells us about. There aren't. The only aliens out there are demons. There aren't super intelligences. Well, there are. The word demon means intelligence. So they're always looking for extraterrestrial intelligence. In fact, there's a whole a multi-billion-dollar American defense program called SETI, S-E-T-I, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Here's where they are. Either they're running around inhabiting all the places demons inhabit, or they're incarcerated. There aren't any others. They're in these two places. And this fifth angel opens the key briefly to this bottomless pit. And we meet the only aliens. These are the real aliens. All the aliens God has accounted for. Remember I told you on your matching, you're going to see one passage that's not in Revelation. Two passages. Isaiah 14 and Ezekiel 28. Those are the two chapters that tell us how Lucifer fell. Now here, I brought my pen today. This is my pen, my illustration. This is God. He's holding Lucifer. And God, in Isaiah 14, briefly did this. He stopped holding him. That's the origin of evil. I just showed you something. I mean, philosophers have written pages on what's the origin of evil? How is there so much evil in this world? Here's the origin of evil. Anything God does not hold. Any part of your life and my life that God is not holding on to, watch what happens to it. Oh no, that was my favorite pen. Thank you for helping me. I'll try that over and over again. No, not really. That's why Satan fell. God allowed him. When you read Isaiah 14, you know what it says? Satan thought in his heart. God knows your thoughts. God's reading your thoughts right now. I don't know your thoughts. That's why I consider myself to be the very worst sinner I know in the whole world. Why? I don't know anything about you. I mean, I've met you. I've gotten several rows done, and I'm marking you down. I'm trying to remember things about you, and it's a blessing, and I've seen your marked Bibles, and I like all that stuff, and hearing your testimonies. But I know how much of the Bible I know, and I know how much I do not allow God to do that he wants to do. And I literally, even this morning, surrendered again, just like I encourage you to. So I'm the worst sinner I know because I'm the only person I really know. God knows everything about us, and he knows that Satan said in his heart, I will be like God. Now that shows me that God inspired the Bible. Do you know why? If a human wrote the Bible, the arch enemy of God would not have said, I want to be like you. They would have said, I want to be what? Greater. But Satan, a creature, knew he was not God, that God made him and sustained him. And Satan just said, I just want to be self-sufficient like you. I want to be like you. That's another thing about God that you'll learn, that only God is self-sufficient. Only God doesn't need any holding. Everything else in the universe needs holding. Do you know what happens to the universe? You know what Peter says? God lets go of it, and it basically implodes. All of the atoms just with a loud noise and a fervent heat, it just is destroyed. And God recreates the universe perfectly. So there's nothing you see now of this world that's going to be left, except for the people around you. And they live forever. And by the way, we live forever in this body. Do you understand that? That's why Paul said, be careful what you do with your body, because it's the one you're going to have forever. And sins against this body are different than outward sins. Harming outward or thinking, ill and speaking ill is one thing, but sins against this body are different. So we'll get into that. So these are the real alien invaders, and they're the ones that are in chapter 9.